What's good, everybody? Happy Friday. You know what it is. It is a Friday, baby, and it is November. You ready for it? Here we go. Uh. How can you not get pumped to that? Like, how can you not get pumped to that? Like, I love that song. I freaking love it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
It's a hype song. You got to get pumped to that.
It is definitely a pump song.
Has nothing to do with this Meyer Mall.
You know which other one
we're having?
None at all.
Nothing.
This one is a pump song.
My cat, where you at? Para la quebradita. Y la chona se mueve al ritmo que le toque.
Hey, before we get booted on YouTube, what's up, everybody? It is your favorite girl, Mysterious Jax, and this is Ladies Night Radio Show. And we're coming to you live from the TGN Latinx station. And of course, I don't come alone. I have my beautiful, amazing, sweet soul, Goddess Lore.
What's up? Feliz Viernes.
Feliz Viernes, baby.
Hey.
I had to get the mood right, because I feel we were talking about this off air, how like the energy is off because you know what it is? It's daylight savings, the whole thing. Yeah. As soon as it turns dark, like everybody just goes in a slump. Like they just want to be home in their covers. And so I got to pump myself up for the show for you guys. So just know I'm tired, but it's my mind. It's my mind is playing tricks on me. Because I'm really not tired. You know what I mean?
The mind fuckery. I was literally talking to my sister Liz yesterday, and I was like, I had to go do something, and I was like, oh, bro, are you going to be awake? And then I was like, oh, shit, it's 7 o'clock. Yeah, you're going to be awake. I was like wanting to go to sleep.
Right? Like what is that?
PM.
What is that? I don't get it. How's your week been, though?
It's been weird as fuck.
Really? The weather too? It's freaking like 80 degrees this week.
Okay, that part. Two, like I didn't come to the studio to do a live show because I had a pre-recorded show because Rick is in DC for Veterans Day.
Hey, Rick.
Yeah, Rick Rock with the hard cock.
Hey.
So we had a pre-recorded show, so I didn't come to the studio, so that already felt like strange and weird.
Of course.
The daylight savings time, my kids are the opposite. Like they've been staying up late instead of going to bed early. And I'm just like, I need a break.
I need to take a nap.
And I took my friends to the airport, so I had to wake up at 5 a.m.
Yesterday.
And
girl?
that just fucked me up. Like my whole day just felt like just completely
never
off.
Ending.
Not even that. Like I came home and I napped. And then I was just like in a fucking pissed off mood, like in just a,
Are you not a morning person?
No, like I'm fine to wake up in the morning, but I don't know what it was. I just woke up in like a bad mood, and we still did all the things, but
I feel
the kids were off, and we made pizza and that kind of fun stuff. But my son got a cell phone.
What? Got a cell phone?
Yeah, Joaquin.
Oh shit.
Joaquin got a cell phone. Yeah, so I had to have the talk about phone safety and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and you're gonna have that talk often because they're gonna forget, and they're gonna be in these rooms, in these spaces with weirdos. Yeah. So you just have to constantly remind them. But yeah, what's going on in the chat, Lore?
We got hot tea. Damn right, we know what it is. And then Pan Dulce Papi says, my mind's telling me no.
Hey, why was I looking for that song right now?
But my
body's telling me yes. Ooh, check
baby.
us out. We should have went karaoke with Never Not Extra yesterday.
Oh, that looked like it was so much fun. I did not know. And I love so much that Moni is such a huge No Doubt fan, just like me.
I know. I love No Doubt too, for sure. Love.
But she was like, that's my shit.
Which one's your song?
Yeah. No Doubt is usually my go-to karaoke, actually.
Yeah,
it's
for sure.
Either Sunday morning.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever done Just a Girl. Sunday morning or Spiderwebs.
Spiderwebs is a good one. I like Spiderwebs.
Yeah.
I like is that what Spiderwebs? I'm just a girl.
No, that's Just a Girl.
Yeah, I like
love
that one too.
That's so
Yeah,
good.
they're all really great for sure.
I love No Doubt.
Oh, you guys, you don't even know the craziness right now. As I was like trying to talk and intro, like there was a lot going on here. Like my screen went blank, and I was like, "What is going on?" I'm telling you, everything was going crazy back, like behind the
Weird
scenes.
as fuck.
But I stayed calm. I didn't have no music on. The chat wasn't open. Like it was just a mess. But y'all here with us, rocking with me, and
Yes.
that's why I love y'all.
Priestess is here. She says, "Heyo,
Heyo, what's up? What's up? What's up? Let me see. Okay, let me move you guys up here. You guys
Mhm.
can't see it, but I'm moving you guys up. I'm actually gonna have the chat up there too. And then yeah, there we go. Oh, we got a chat in the YouTube. What's going on there?
Hey, what's up? We got Luke. We got Mr. Twill. He's saying yeet yeet, or I don't know what he's saying. I'm sure he'll correct me if I said it wrong.
He says pound a Jaeger bomb and you'll be straight.
That browser gonna be lit. He said.
Mm-hmm. I'm not
Oh,
pounding
damn.
anything right now. Okay, I'm taking it
I wish
easy.
I was getting pounded.
I
It's been too long.
feel you. I feel you. You know what's crazy? I was gonna have an intro song. I was like, "Oh, what do you want to be your song like that they do
Yeah.
in baseball?
My walk up.
Your walk up song." And yeah, like it is what it is. Y'all can enjoy this vibe.
Listen, I couldn't get into the studio.
Oh my god, you guys, that was hilarious. And the way that she told me that she got in here. So mind you, these doors get a little stuck in this cold weather.
Right.
So this girl over here had to freaking do like a what is it when the police raid your house?
Yeah.
They
Did
bombard-
a fucking SWAT team.
A
move.
SWAT team move. That's what it is. And she used her whole body to get into the TG and Latinx studio.
Listen, Keith was like, I'm on, hey, by any chance, did you lock the door? And he's on, no, it gets a little stuck. It gets a little tight, just going hard. And then he's like, that's what she said. I was dying. But you know what? That little laugh pumped me up. And so I was like, fuck it. I'm going in. And I just like, I broke in and then I was like, oh, damn, I'm going to need some workers' comp.
I love that though.
Oh, look at the comment.
What happened?
You pinned the comment.
Oh, that browser gonna be lit. Yeah, I told you.
I love how that looks.
I don't know how to do. Oh, there it goes. Now I got rid of it. I'm trying things, y'all. Y'all want to see something real quick? Let me do something for y'all real quick. Tuning in with your girl Mysterious Jax, Goddess Loaded. Again, this is Ladies Night Radio Show, only on the Good News Radio. That's right. Look at that, my radio voice. Okay, let's get this started.
Look it, and Jackie came in super calm, and she is like just setting the tone with some cinnamon whiskey. She's getting
know.
us ready for Thanksgiving.
I was like, girl, I couldn't find no alcohol in the house. All I could find was some cinnamon whiskey. Damn, Fireball. I don't know. What are we in college? Meyer Mall. My gosh.
Come through with the
Tire ball, whatever. Tire ball.
All
right, are you ready for some cheese man? We gotta get some cheese man going. I know y'all ready. I got some cheese man for you guys. And I know you guys already know what's going on, but we gotta talk about it. So let's go ahead and jump into the cheese man because we know what it is.
Escándalo, es un escándalo. Escándalo, es un escándalo.
Hey, oh yes, baby. So before I get into the cheese man, I do want to let you guys know some exciting news. So you guys know when there's cool things to do in LA, I gotta share it with my people.
Yep.
Guess what the Dodgers are doing, you guys? I don't know if they've ever done this before, but this is like the first time I've ever seen it. The LA Dodgers announced that Dodger Stadium will be filled with holiday cheer, you guys.
Ooh.
Yes. So get your cars ready, get your peoples ready, your gloves and scarves or whatever. But for the first time ever, they will be celebrating a white Christmas at Dodger Stadium. Don't worry, brown folks can go too. With an illuminated open air ice skating experience. You guys,
God, how cool.
guess where it's going. So it's going to be constructed across the outfield of Dodger Stadium. It's going to be like 80 by 60 feet, I believe, an ice rink, and you can go on for 30 minutes. So they're going to be they're going to be rotating people every 30 minutes for a new batch. So everybody gets an opportunity to go ice skating on Dodger Stadium outfield.
That's
like
pretty
I'm going to
dope.
go do that for sure. That sounds so much fun.
I got weak ankles. I don't know if I'll do that, but I might take my kids.
Well, I mean, there you go. The celebration will be held at Dodger Stadium nightly. So from weekday from 5 to 10 and on the weekdays, and then from 3 to 10 on the weekends, starting November 26th through December 31st.
Oh, that's hella dope.
So admission tickets, you guys will start around $16 and everything else will be purchased. But like the way that they made it seem, there's going to be jumpers, bouncy, like a bunch of food stuff out there. Like
Aw.
they said a bar. Like, oh my God. Yeah, it's going to be dope.
Sign
So
me up.
just letting y'all know, if we got to do a
Yes.
ladies night trip to Dodger Stadium,
Ooh,
let's
do
go.
it.
All right, you guys, the first cheeseman we have up, I know that you guys want to talk about this. Let's get into
Let's
it.
talk about it.
Travis Scott, you guys. I know, right? So Travis Scott, we already know the whole update that at Astro World Fest, I believe it's called, there was a really, bad situation that happened, and updated now is up to 9 people that were killed during the concert. And it's just crazy, right? Like, so
Yeah.
a lot of people are trying to point the finger. They're trying to blame somebody, and everybody's pointing the finger at Travis Scott. So I definitely want to hear from you guys. Are you guys are also on that team of it's Travis Scott's fault, or was it the stadium? Was it security? Because there's video footage and pictures of police officers and securities taking selfies and videos of Drake and other musicians on artists, and not knowing, they were clueless that this was going on,
Yeah.
in the mosh pits. And they say that if the police and security was clueless, how do you expect the musicians to know that? So, but then there's people showing video footage of Travis Scott looking directly in an area where somebody is fainting or being trampled and they're not doing anything. A lot of people are saying he should have stopped the concert and really kind of like the bus. I say busted a Selena and got everybody together, but then there's other people saying that he's not really allowed to do that. The show must go on. The only people that in the contract, the only people that can stop a show are the producers and like, I've never heard that before. I thought every musician had control of their set,
Right.
but I'm not a musician and no rapper, so I don't know exactly how that works. But yeah, I definitely want to hear from you guys. Let us know in the comments if you guys want to call in. Let me know too. You know the number. If you don't know the number, just open up the Good News Radio app and just push call in studio, and you can call in directly.
Directly patched. Right
Directly
to
patched
us,
into the
baby.
ladies. But what do you think, Lore? What are your thoughts on everything?
I mean, first and foremost, condolences to those that passed, their family and friends. Like, that's a really it is just a tragedy. That's not something that you expect to happen when you go out and see a show. I don't think Travis Scott needs to be canceled. I don't think that he's the sole person who was responsible. Do I think he bears some responsibility? I do think that he does, but just like everybody else. Astro World, I don't know how many years they've been doing it, but big festivals, there's certain protocol I feel that has to go into all of that, the planning and the safety and security. And it just seemed like there was no preparation. There was like not enough people like for a situation like that to happen for them to,
No, I hear you, but I feel
respond to an emergency like of that nature.
you think that they weren't prepared for something like that.
I don't think so, because I think that the entire area was just completely open for people to go to the stage. It wasn't separated into sections. So, for example, there's like when you go to an indoor venue, and I know this wasn't an indoor venue, but they always have separation so that in case there is an emergency, people can go in and out. That wasn't happening. Any places that you go, they usually control the amount of people that are allowed in a pit or general admission area. This
Right.
one did not have any kind of separation. I don't think he bears full responsibility, but he's come out. He apologized. He is refunding people. He is paying for the services. I don't really know what else he can do, but I do feel like, he does bear some responsibility for sure, along with the police, along with security, all of that kind of stuff. This whole only certain people can stop the show, like that's just bullshit. I think where he fucked up is that I think that he stopped once and was like, hey, like somebody go help this person, and then instead of like stopping and having them assess the situation, he kept it going. So I feel like that's the part, like maybe had he just stopped there would have been maybe not as many people that would have died. I don't really know enough logistics, but It's
know.
a tragedy.
It's a big tragedy for sure. What are they saying in the comments, my dear?
Pan Dulce Papi says, I'm a big conspiracy theorist. Something was planned. Jaime also says,
wait a minute. I really want to hold on
Yeah.
that one really quick. So you think that this whole incident of people being trampled, this was planned by who though?
call in, Pan Dulce Papi.
Yeah, like that's a new one. I actually have not heard that yet.
So there's been a lot of people that are saying that there was too many coincidences with the things that were going on, like the imagery that he was using. I think that one of the logos that he had on his shirt, or the theme of the show, was like "See you on the other side." So people saying that there was like a portal where like his mouth opened, and that was kind of like they were coming into like a portal. Maybe there's people out there saying that it was like a satanic ritual.
What?
He had like a dove on the top of the stage that was like flaming. I kind of saw that more of like a phoenix, like the phoenix rising, like the phoenix in flames. But I don't know. Then there was people saying that they were getting injected randomly. People were coming up and injecting them with
that was
something.
crazy.
There was also people who were saying that the music that was played beforehand was like a specific vibration to make people kind of
Spaz out.
you know, get out of sorts or something. You know, I don't really know
Where did y'all hear this?
what I heard it from friends. I heard it on TikTok. But Pan Dulce Papi, call us. Tell us what you think. I don't think that, and I think that there was a video that someone said where Travis Scott told security or people like, oh, you know what you signed up for. Like, we keep going. But I think also when stuff like that comes out, people trying to piece little pieces here and there. I don't know. It's a lot. And I don't know that much about Travis Scott and like his music to say that, like, I don't think there's anybody who wakes up and says, let me do a festival with a demonic portal and like just see what happens, right? Like, but there's people out there who are believing it. Pan Dulce Papi, hit us up with some more comments or call in. Jaime also says,
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. My phone just died.
oh, my bad. Jaime also says if he knows that he needed to stop whatever the fine, it's worth it to save lives. Yeah, that too. And then Hot Tea says, wasn't there a conspiracy theory about needles and people getting stuck? Unless I missed it, if it was mentioned. Yeah, I did mention it. I think one of the security guards said that he got stuck by something when he was trying to help somebody, but then the story didn't really pan out. But you know, it was crazy. If you saw some of the TikTok videos that people were posting, it was pure mayhem. Like the ambulance, the little carts. I mean, it was just kind of nuts.
Yeah, I think I agree with you on that. That like it's I don't think Travis Scott like did this on purpose. I don't think that he's fully to blame. I just think this is a lesson learned for him and many other artists. I've been, and mind you, I don't really like going to Coachella or concerts like that or EDC because I get anxiety being in the middle of a crowd. And I'm always thinking like, if there was an emergency, how am I going to get out of here fast? Or if I have to use the restroom, how am I going to get to a bathroom? You know, anything, or I'm not gonna be able to get to the bar, you know, whatever. And so I'm thinking like, I don't like doing those. If I'm going to go to an event like that, I have to have like VIP or my own seat or feel like I'm close to an exit, you know?
Yeah.
The only time that I ever really experienced something like that was when I went to a Drake concert at a college back when he was doing college tours. We went to San Jose and we had general admission, and I luckily we were in there so early that I was able to be in front row, but front row standing, and I had I have a hold of the rail. But I remember being pushed, and I just remember holding on to that rail because it's Drake. It's no mosh pit. It's just like a vibe. You're singing, you're dancing a little bit, you're swaying. But I remember people were pushing to get closer to Drake. And luckily I had that rail in front of me to hold on. But I can't imagine people. I heard one girl, she said she put up her hands to take a video and she couldn't bring her hands back down. That's how tight it was.
Wow.
But I do want to say that, not to take too much time on this, and if you guys have anything to say, please let us know. But Travis Scott's spokesperson speaks out about the Astroworld Festival tragedies, and they said he was not responsible for this, but he wants to be responsible for the solution. So, the fact that he wants to do something about it, and I believe Roddy Ricch is going to donate all of his money that he made from this concert to the families that, lost somebody, like that means that they're stepping up. You know what I mean? So
yeah, we do have another comment. Sakani says you can't ignore the symbolism though. Speak on that. Let us know.
I don't know. See, that's what I don't know too much about. Like, I didn't even hear about this until you guys are just mentioning this now. So now I'm going to look into that and seeing what's going on there. Like, I didn't even think of it.
Yeah.
I do know that he is a rapper, but he likes that, like, growing up, we had Blink-182, we had Smashing Pumpkins, you had all those mosh pits in the middle where people are throwing each other, punching, throwing hands, and that was like the vibe then. I think that he wanted to bring that into like the rap scene, and people knew what they were getting into because all of his concerts have been like that. And that's what people are saying, like, you knew what you were getting when you were going to this concert. But again, I don't know these other symbolisms. I got to look into that. I didn't even know about this until you said it.
See, like, I have a hard time with that. Like, you know what you're getting into, but you don't expect that you're going to be fucking trampled and die.
For sure.
Like, regardless, even if you're at, like, I remember being in a mosh pit for Social Distortion and having the same experience as you. I ended up right at the front and I was holding on to the rail and being like, moved back and forth. But never did I think,
right,
like, oh, I can fucking die, right? Like, that never came through. My bra almost came off.
Oh shit!
I was wearing a strapless bra, and by the end of the show, it was at my waist.
Well, damn.
It was one of the best shows though, because Mike Ness, maybe this is where it comes from. His sweat landed like on me, and it was like the hottest fucking thing.
Usually people wipe that off, and you were like, "No, give me more, daddy.
Like, no, don't wipe
give
it off."
me more.
And it was his birthday. Oh my god, it was so special. Such a special night. I love you, Mike Ness. Okay, we have some more comments. She says, Sakani says, "I know these things because I grew up in a super Christian household." Can you scoot it over a little bit, Jax? I grew up in a super Christian household, and they dead ass see the devil in everything. AE says true. Sakani says, I agree. I don't even know what he meant by that either. What about the medics not having appropriate medical kits, like via TikTok testimony? I think that's a thing now too, right? That like before you were able to control the narrative as an artist or as, the police or whatever. Now everybody has a cell phone. Now everybody is documenting. So we are getting like so many different perspectives from all over the place, so it was just overall a tragedy. Hot Tea says, I can't imagine people wanting to go to festivals like that. Way too many damn people. I think there was something like 50,000 people.
I agree with you, Hot Tea. I am not that type of person. I've never really been like attracted to Coachella in that sense. And I know Coachella is a little bit more open.
Yeah.
But even when you get closer to the stage, they get like really tight. And I've never been a fan of that. Like, I need my space. If I'm gonna go, I need to be VIP. That's my thing.
Yeah, or I need to be far enough in the back where people aren't going to be like pushing and moving me around. Like those days for me is over because we be 42 with busted up knees. Okay.
But again, we were not there, so we can only just speak from our perspective, being from the outside in. We are going to send our prayers to all of the families that lost somebody, and even the people that were injured or hurt or just traumatized from that event.
Yeah.
So.
Which Travis Scott has actually offered to pay anybody who needs mental health services, he said as well.
See?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm here for that. Moving on for some more cheese, man, you guys. You guys, this is going to hurt some people. Like, because this is, just because I feel like a lot of people are going to be able to relate in a sense because we've all had family members in the hospital at one point. Well, this family is about to sue this hospital after finding maggots on their mom before she died, you guys.
Oh, no.
Yes. This makes my blood boil. A family is saying that their 65-year-old mom was able to beat COVID-19, but they found maggots in her nose and her mouth while still in the hospital. They are holding the staff at the Santa Ana South Coast Global Medical Center in Orange County responsible for the death of their mother.
Wow.
Carolina Milando said that she and her siblings did everything that they could to help assist the nurses treat their mother as she fought COVID-19 in the summer of 2020. They all took turns bringing meals and even made friends with the staff. And we do that too as a big family. We make sure that we're nice to the staff, the nurses, and we know that they have a lot on their plate, so we try to be helpful when they're, or so we get that. I get that. Like I was relating to this. And then they say, I ran around so much for my mother and to try to save her. She said it felt like betrayal, that trust, because they kept telling me she's okay, she's going to be okay. We're giving her the utmost care. And at the end of July, their mother, Concepcion, had finally tested negative for COVID-19. So the family even asked if they can move her to a rehab center, but they said that the request was denied, you guys. So Carolina, the daughter, said in the weeks that followed, her mother's infection levels rose, and their son Carlos and the rest of the family and the kids said that in the conditions of their mother's makeshift room was unacceptable. And her son said that he's the one that found the maggots in her mother's nose and mouth. He said the maggots were pumping out of the nose. Pumping, you guys, pumping out of the nose. He said in tears as he described the larva in his mother's body. Concepcion's children are now suing and claiming elder abuse, negligence, and wrongful death. Like, this makes me so mad, because I remember when my grandmother went to this one hospital here in Inglewood, actually, and we already were like, we need to take her out of here because that hospital does not have a good reputation.
I remember.
She ended up, her hand ended up swollen and black, and she went in for like, I think a stomach pain or a chest pain or something like that. And her hand was purple. Like if they beat her hand and it was swollen and purple. We're like, how did this even happen? They're like, oh, I think it's because they were trying to put in different needles. IV, yeah. No, but I'm like, I've never seen that before. What were you gonna say? I'm sorry.
No, not. I mean, this is just this.
It made me so mad.
Awful.
Well, don't worry. I have a positive positive cheese,
good.
man.
Everybody in the chat is just like as appalled as we are. Awful. Oh my fucking God. H baby says, hey girls.
Hey H baby.
H baby. Sakani says they punctured my grandmother's working lung, which essentially, or grandpa's, I'm sorry, working lung, which essentially took him out. My aunt saw them mess up. I mean,
you see what I mean?
It's terrible, man.
That's insane. Oh no, that was for your sweat comment.
Yeah, she let the sweat become a part of her. I sure did.
Yeah, this one over here is a freak. I don't know what to do with her. I mean, I'm not gonna do anything. She's fine. I like it. Okay, you guys. The next one it's gonna be on a positive note, a happy note. The sexiest man alive, you guys. Ooh. Do you know who the sexiest man alive is right now?
I think the sexiest man alive is.
You're gonna say who? Mookie Betts?
No, I'm gonna say Bad Bunny.
Oh, Bad Bunny! Duh.
Benito. Oh,
hey.
He's a
sexiest man. Hey. You know, I'm glad you said that because it's gonna wrap up with this one. But the sexiest man alive, voted by People Magazine, you guys, and we don't know who is voting in People Magazine, but apparently they voted Paul Rudd. Do you guys know who Paul Rudd is? Why you're so mean?
Bruh, stop it.
Why are you laughing?
Listen, I fucking love Paul Rudd. I love him. I love me some Ant-Man. I love him on Friends. He's had so many great movies. I love him. He is super talented. And he's sexy, quirky, funny. But he is not the fucking sexiest. No. No. Who votes for this?
I don't know, boo.
Y'all got me fucked up.
And it was funny because there's been over about 33 different men for this title of sexiest men from People Magazine. And it started back in 1985. So Mel Gibson was the first person to receive the title of sexiest man alive. They've had people on there like Brad Pitt, George Clooney, Johnny Depp, and Richard Gere have each been selected twice. And I think honestly there was a handful of people of color on this list. So you know what I was thinking, y'all? You know what I was thinking? That ladies' night needs to start our own sexiest man alive right now.
Ooh,
You know what I
ooh,
mean?
Yes.
So I think I'm gonna do something on Ladies Night Instagram and take a vote and just start
Yes.
sending all the requests, and then if the highest people the names, then we're gonna break it down, do a voting, and then I will announce it probably in December.
Do we get to like put in like suggestions?
Yeah,
or-
definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. I'm just gonna ask a
'Cause I can
question.
think of,
Put in your
you know,
votes. Yeah, for sure.
Michael B. Jordan. Hello. I think he might have
He
got
was
it.
he got it actually. He got it. Denzel Washington.
He's fine as fuck.
But there's not that many people of color. I don't think there was any Latinos on there. So I'm telling you, we're gonna have to start our own sexiest man alive here with the Ladies Night. So I'm definitely gonna come and ask you guys.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny is. I didn't even like. Yeah.
Okay, so Jaime is coming in. He says the vampire, Paul Rudd, Ant-Man, but he said disclaimer. I think that they had to have appeared in the magazine within the last year.
Okay. Well, that makes sense.
So just like I don't know what FHM is, Maxim and stuff. Only people who are in the magazine. But who gets to pick? You know, like what is?
yeah,
Like
and
you
look,
have to have projects going on. I imagine.
Yeah, probably like
hello, Bad Bunny?
movies.
Hello,
I know Bad Bunny should have been on People Magazine. Like,
hello.
hello. I know I'm with you.
Where you at?
But look, don't get us wrong, because I am a big fan of Paul Rudd. I think he
Yeah.
is so funny. He's quirky. He's handsome. I
He could
think
get
he's-
it for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And I love a guy that can make me laugh and stuff, like, for sure. That's all. But I think that there's a difference of, like, it's just something about being sexy. You know, he's handsome. I don't know if he has a sexiness appeal, but you know what? I'm not even gonna be a hater. I'm gonna let him have it. Like, enjoy it, baby. Because I want to read you what he said.
Okay, tell us.
After, guess what? Because he's funny, but
'Cause
like,
I'm gonna end up falling in love with him after
I
this comment,
know.
I'm sure. Again.
he said, I do have an awareness enough to know that when people hear that I'm being picked for this, they would say, what? Which we did. I'm sorry, Paul Rudd. We still love you, boo. The actor told people in his 2021 cover story, this is not false humility, you guys. There are so many people that should get this before me. Despite that, he said, I mean, I'm going to lean into it hard.
I mean, yeah.
As you should. He said, I'm going to own this. I'm not going to try to be like, oh, I'm so modest. I'm getting business cards made, you guys, but all of my friends will destroy me, and I expect them to. And that's my friends. So, I mean, he's so much sense of humor. Like,
Yeah.
that's something I would say.
Yeah.
Like, I know I don't deserve this, but fuck it, I'm sexiest bitch alive. You know, something.
I feel like he'd be like dorky sexy, but totally
Yes.
to get you wet. Like, for
Yes.
sure. I love him. He's great.
Mhm.
Not the sexiest man alive, though, for sure. Priestess says, I love Paul Rudd. I'd fuck with William Wallace. I would fuck with William Wallace, too, for sure. Mel Gibson back in the day before he went cuckoo cuckoo. And then Hot Tea just letting me know FHM is for him magazine. I didn't know that was a thing.
Well, now we know.
Now we know.
Now we know. We're always learning something here on Ladies Night.
I mean, you know, there's some gentlemen in our network that are definitely sexier than Paul
We should do a
Rudd.
good news. No, we can't do that. No,
No,
I'm
we
not even
can't.
starting that. No.
We can't. I don't want to get in
Mm-mm.
trouble. 'cause
Yeah, don't do
you
that.
know.
Don't do that.
Y'all know who I'd be nominating.
I already know. He stopped. One of them stopped by the office this week, so I get you.
I saw that. Pure comedic genius.
Facts. He's,
H baby says you girls are beautiful. Thank you.
aw, thanks, H baby.
Hey.
We appreciate you and for tuning in.
Yes.
All right, you guys. That wraps up the cheese man.
Ooh. Is there a sexiest girl magazine? I would like to know that. I know back in the day, I don't think it exists. Playgirl exists anymore, but Playgirl was just kind of a guise for gay men. Why did that sound weird like that?
It was playing two at the same
So
time.
don't fucking give me no demonic
I
shit
know,
right now.
I know. I
Jackie.
was like, what is going on? And I was trying to find it. You see how this is disorganized. This has never looked like this. I don't know what's going on.
I don't either.
If you can see, all these tabs are on top of each other, and I don't know how to fix it. I'm like, how do I organize this? But
At least they could hear us.
at least they can hear us because they don't have to
Yes.
deal with that mess back there. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and go into tonight's topic. Let's play some Chona for that.
Y la chona se mueve, y la gente le grita, no es mejor que la chona.
Hey,
Para una
hey.
quebradita.
If you're wondering what song that is, it's called La Chona. And it's my friend Michael's favorite song. So every time he comes in, I play for him.
It's
All
one
right.
of the Mexican anthems.
Yeah, of course. You're gonna hear this at every Latino party here in
Mhm.
LA. Like that's just a given.
Yep.
If you don't hear it, then you're not at a Latino party.
No, you're at some Tex-Mex shit.
No shade to Texas,
You're right.
but we are the better ones. I'm terrible. Don't listen to me. I'm just kidding. All right, y'all. What's up, everybody in the chat? Thanks for tuning in. We see you. We appreciate you. Let's get this
Yes.
started, baby. All right, y'all. So just to get this right now, today's topic is 7 signs you might have trust issues. Yes, I'm talking to you. Okay, so if you guys think that you have trust issues, tune in because you might.
Raise your hand.
And even if you think you don't have trust issues, you probably have trust issues. So we're going to go ahead and just name a few of the things that might say that you got trust issues. Let me take this off really quick.
It's like Lola doing her TikTok challenge to La Chona. Listen, there was an actual challenge. Remember when they were doing the, like, you get out your car and you dance?
To La Chona?
It was fudge. It was maybe 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I wanted to do it at the former place that I worked at with the school mascot. Like jump out the car to La Chona.
Oh, I can totally see you doing that.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get into the topic. So 7 signs you might have trust issues. The first one is avoiding commitment. You guys. Yes, and I'm talking to you. Do you avoid commitment?
No.
No? You sure about that? Like recently, have you been avoiding any type of commitment? Don't lie, girl.
I've been avoiding doing my schoolwork. I guess that's a commitment. But no, like no, I like commitment actually.
Okay, well, if you do not, that's one sign that you
Mhm.
have trust issues, you guys. I'm just letting you know.
Count the points up in your hand.
Yeah, count that. I was trying to find the article that I found this in so I can make sure that I have that for you. But yeah, I think sometimes I have like commitment. I don't want to say issues. I hate using that word. Like I have commitment issues, like but sometimes it's like hard for me to commit to certain events or things. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that for yeah. I mean, I thought you meant more like with people.
So so mind you, I'm getting this information from a website that
Okay.
this is coming from therapists. So it's not coming from me. I'm not making this up. This is coming from a website that there's therapists that are saying, and they mark what therapists in all their names. So this comes from a fear of opening up and being seen. Notes this couples therapist because when you experience trust issues, the possibility of a trusting and fulfilling a relationship can seem out of the question. So that's one. The second one is assuming people are doing things to hurt you. Have you ever experienced in that? Like people are doing things to hurt you.
Yes.
Like I think we do that. I know I do that a lot where I'm like in my head, I'm like, why did they say that? Why did they do that? Like,
yeah. Or to not be honest.
Or not to be honest.
I think I'm really good, at least now at 42 years old, of checking myself. Like I remember I had a date planned with someone and he canceled because he told me that his mom had a heart attack. And my first thought was like,
liar,
fucking lying ass mofo. And then I was like, girl, nobody's going to be lying, making up their mom had a heart attack. Like, stop. And I think it was coming from a place of maybe expecting to be hurt or expecting to be disappointed. So I had to scale myself back and say, okay, no, I need to assume positive intent and send all the prayers and the good vibes. And then a week later, he ghosted me. So he probably was a lying ass motherfucker.
See, we have trust issues because people do shit like that.
Why you prove me right, though?
Right. That part. Pan Dulce Papi says, this is a good topic. I self-sabotage a lot, and I think the worst because of trust issues.
Yeah.
So let me tell you, Pan Dulce Papi, the reason I kind of wanted to talk about trust is because I also read a video. Oh my God. I heard a video the other day, and like, cause in the video, sometimes they put the font on there. That's why I said it. But it said something like along the lines like, if you find yourself that you are not trusting people, you have to allow yourself to trust people, because if you live your life not trusting them, you're gonna live alone. You're never going to build genuine friendships and relationships. You have to trust people. You just can't control if they, fuck you over. If they do, then you can't control that. What you can control is what you do after that. You know what I mean? What your thought process is. So, and it's such along those lines, but pretty much saying you can't control, if they fuck you over or not.
Yeah.
But you can control how you respond to that.
Yes.
So we just have to, just like when we, if you want to get in shape with your body, you got to get in shape with your mind, and those are workouts. Like, people are gonna fuck us over. I'm with you, Pandusa Papi, because I'm the same. Like, lately, I've been catching myself not trusting people at all. I'm like, why did they say that? Why did they do that? Are they being fake friends right now? Like, because I think I've also had like a friendship breakup of somebody over like 18 years that. It took a lot for me because I'm a private person, and you guys are gonna have to tune in because that's on the list, just FYI. But if we, because I'm gonna say we, because I'm like that too, if we continue living like that, like we just don't trust anybody, we're gonna end up alone in a sense. And I'm not just saying relationship wise, because you can end up in a relationship and still feel alone. You can be in a relationship with somebody, and if you don't trust them, you're alone. You know what I mean? You're gonna live alone. You're not gonna have genuine friends or just a connection with people. And so I think that this was really important for me to bring this up, because I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to feel that people that I'm meeting that I'm getting to know, that like they're doing me shady, that they're talking behind my back.
Right.
I have no control if they are talking about my back. Behind my back. All I can control is continue to be who I am, show the world who I am, so that my reputation will speak louder than their words that they're talking about me. You know what I'm saying? Because you can know me, the genuine me, and I'm introducing you to me. And so if this person over here is creating lies, you're gonna know me so well that you're not gonna believe those lies. And there's a very few people that I have that with. One of them is Keith. So you can tell me the shadiest shit about Keith. I know who he is, and whatever you're telling me about him, I'm not gonna believe it. Like, or not that it's not true. I'm just like, I know who he is, and you're not gonna taint the person that I know who he is, just because you don't like him, in a sense,
Right.
And
or because you have a different experience of him.
That too.
Like AE says, sheesh, Jack spitting facts. Yes, Queen Jax.
I like that. I'm gonna pin that one right there.
Yes. If you scroll up a little bit, I think we missed a couple. Twill says, I've been told I have trust issues. I don't believe that it's an issue, but because apparently I take my sweet time and I'm very considerate how I trust people. Sakani says, I got them bad. Trust issues. She's like, I don't even need the list, girl. Like, right here, I got it.
Right.
Pandulce Papi says, that's where my depression and anxiety comes from.
Me and you're on the same page.
Yeah.
I literally get that too from that, because I'm like, dang, like, why are they like this? Like, I've been nothing but a good person to them. I'm being me, but yet I feel like they're not being, like, they're being shady. But that, again, that's in our head. Sometimes we're creating these scenarios that are not even true, possibly. Maybe they are, maybe like we are going with our intuition, but maybe they're not. So we have to start living like they're not until they prove us, that otherwise. So assuming people are doing things to hurt you. So people with trust issues, according to both these two therapists, Birkins and Moron, will also work from the assumption that people are intentionally doing things to hurt them. It can be hard to accept kind gestures, compliments, or love in general, because you just can't believe that they're genuine and not a guise for ulterior motives. And sometimes I think that too, like, people are just being nice because they want something out of me or something from me, so again, that falls into trust issues. What were you gonna say?
And there's also the opposite, because I'm on the opposite, and I'm like, nobody's gonna do that. I was just talking to Priestess about this, and she's like, dude, people are fucked up. People do some mean ass shit. She also says, I can't find commitment. So
what?
And then we have some more comments up on YouTube. Sakani says, one time my sister's ex said his ex was planning to murder him for cheating What?
That's scary.
Oh no. Twill also says, in those moments that you don't know yet, assume the best scenario because a negative feeling will fuck you up for no reason. Absolutely. And I think it all comes down to mindset. You know, it's like, what is that one saying that it's like something like plan for the worst but assume the best or something like that? I
Yeah.
feel like mindset is so important because if you go with assuming positive intent, your brain is not trying to find all of these reasons of why this person is shady.
Right.
Right? Because sometimes, like you said, we have this idea in our mind of like, oh my God, they're doing this. And it could just be a misunderstanding. But because we're coming from that vibration, we're looking for all of the things that that person is doing to, you know, be egregious to us
Right.
if they're not an asshole. Because
Right.
there are, you know, people out there who are just, you know,
Definitely.
fucked up.
And you read this one already, right?
Yes.
Oh, this one right here too.
So
So
go ahead.
Mr. Twill says it's a horrible way to live a life, to trust no one or be suspicious and high key skeptical all the time, even if there are people that come and go that do you wrong.
Yeah.
Like I said, we cannot control how people. I saw that video and it just hit home. We can't control if people are going to do a shady or not. You know, you have no control over that. You just can control how you react to it and what you do after that. You know,
Yeah.
we can't live like that in a
Absolutely.
sense.
Somebody posted, and someone from the network posted, Mike Tyson's podcast. And somebody was on, I can't remember who it was, and they were like, you know what? When somebody fucks with me, it's over. I cut them out of my life. And Mike Tyson said, but if you do that, like, I'm paraphrasing. He
No,
said,
yeah.
if you do that, they win
Mhm.
because they altered who you are as a person.
Yes.
You let their actions change you so much that now you are putting all of this effort to like block this person out of your life versus just continue to be you
Yeah.
and like move on. So that was really powerful. I was like, you go, Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson brings up a good point
Yeah.
because honestly, I've found myself doing that a lot, but now I don't put energy into it. I'm just like not seeking that person anymore, you know? But it's funny that you bring that up because the third one is isolating yourself from others. And I do that sometimes. And I'm like, dang, maybe I do got trust issues, right? But as a result of the assumptions and commitments phobia, many people with trust issues will withdraw at the smallest sign of trouble. One of the therapists said, they also said, once you have it in your head that you can't trust people, it makes cultivating new relationships less of a priority and perhaps something to actively avoid altogether. Girl, if they not talking to me right now, I swear to God, I mean, the fact that this, I don't even know, like, this is me, bro. Like, I don't even know. I mean, if you guys can relate to this, but that, look, this is the first part of it. You recognize it, okay?
Yes.
We don't got to stay stuck there. We don't got to be there forever. We work and heal from that and move forward. So the first part of this is we're recognizing it, okay? And I'm recognizing this.
Step one, baby. That's the most
Step
important
one.
part. Self-awareness.
The fourth one, you guys, is being overly secretive about yourself. Mysterious
Dun,
Jax.
dun, dun.
Where is that one? Bro, I swear, ask Lorde. I don't think of topics like weeks before. I think things happen in my life.
Yeah.
Things are brought to me, conversations, and I use those for my topics. I have been feeling this. This was actually supposed to be last week's topic, trust. But, you know, we had Mr. Twill and he wanted to talk about flirting and I'm all for it. So I was like, I'll save it for this week.
Right.
And I Googled some stuff and this website came up. So this is talking to me right now. So the fourth one, being overly secretive about yourself. When you do interact with people, even those you're close with, you may be overly secretive about yourself. Yes, definitely. Mysterious Jax. I don't talk about myself. I'm so low key.
Yeah.
The underbelly of this is often, I'm scared I can't be myself with you. I'm scared that you're not going to accept me for who I am, or I'm scared you won't let me in, says the therapist, Moran. I can relate to that.
Can I tell you?
Yes.
I've been diligently doing my homework because I've been lagging. And some of these things that you're bringing up are reasons why people are unable to experience pleasure and have orgasms. So it can affect you in your intimacy as well.
You see? You see? We're not having great sex because we have trust issues. What is
Yeah.
wrong with us? I'm just kidding. There's nothing wrong with this, you guys.
No.
But I mean, there's things have happened to us in our lives that make us, or has brought us here at this
Yeah.
very place. So don't take it to heart. We just got to move on and learn from it. And how do we get
Yeah.
better? That's it.
And everybody's experienced fucked up shit in their life. No one has lived a life where, they haven't had disappointments or rejection or any of those things. It's how we navigate it. And, again, the mindset, if we vibrate in a certain way, like we're not necessarily we're going to attract what we are.
Right.
We're going to attract like what we're vibrating. Although I have to say, fuck that fool who ghosted me, because
Fuck that fool.
fuck that fool.
I got to go into the next one.
Yes.
Picking fights, you guys. When we
Oh,
feel
no.
distrusting and assume the worst, it can often result in being reactive and picking fights, even over petty things. Think of the reactivity as what is seen above the waterline. The therapist Moran says, under the surface, trust issues fester, manifesting in a big and small ways. When we feel our trust is being violated, it informs who they are and that impacts the partner.
Yeah.
So, I mean, even if you don't have a partner, maybe you have family, friends, co-workers, people in traffic that are just freaking driving you nuts. All of that, you guys.
Yeah. And, that's why to me, it's not a surprise when Thanksgiving always goes so shitty. Because it's like we're dealing with a collective trauma of like what happened.
Yeah.
And so it's just ripe for fucking fuckery, like with your family. So,
Yeah.
dang, we got the comments are blowing up. Okay, so AE says kind of when a therapist finds it hard to build relationships because they know how to read red flags. According to a psychology professor that I took once, I can't imagine that, to be honest.
Yeah.
She said most of her first interest never passed the first date. Oof.
That kind of sounds like me too. I literally get easily annoyed. And that's why I was like, I'm really picky, guys. Everybody fucking annoys me. And that's why I'm like, you don't go past state 3 on my
Are
book.
you like those memes where it's like after rejecting
Forever single.
after rejecting 50 guys, you're like, nobody loves me, but you're like, ugh, why does he breathe like that?
Right. That is me. I know I need to stop that.
Twill says in response to AE, wouldn't those therapists know how to navigate those though? We aren't all perfect. And he says, mysterious, you put yourself on blast.
Hello.
But he says, I have to admit that that's me. Sakani says, stop lying. How do I unblock it? I don't know what that means. Shoot me the link.
They're
to
having
the
their own
list.
conversation.
Oh, okay, well, y'all do your thing then. But this is such a great topic because it's really good to be to self-reflect, like
Definitely.
where we are with these things and going back to like, would you date yourself?
Oof.
Because I think like
Hell no, I'm just kidding.
I was in a long-term marriage, now divorced, and
Yeah.
I look back like had we stopped dating when I saw certain red flags, like I wouldn't have my 2 boys. I would say like in the long-term marriage that I was in, like 90% of the time we were together was successful. So, I think that like I agree with Twill, like not everybody's perfect and there's always room for growth. I think a red flag for me is like if you see a person does not have a growth mindset,
Yeah.
they're not wanting to evolve.
That's
and
a
to
red flag.
change, then it's like I can't deal with that.
No,
But
no,
other things,
but I want to tell you guys that because I'm not saying that the thing at the 3 dates or the 1 date is not positive. It means you're falling under these trust issues. That's what we're talking about.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm not saying that's a good thing. It's not a good trait to have that for sure. Number 6, just to kind of move along, you guys. Feeling overprotective. Trust issues may cause you to feel overprotective, hypervigilant, both of yourself, who you're close to. You may always be on the defense and imagine worst case scenarios in your relationships or experience, thinking if you feel someone is trying to trick you.
That must mean that your nervous system is out of whack. And that is so.
I'm not too much on number 6. Like number 6
Yeah.
is that's not me.
Yeah, no, I don't mean you. I just mean in general, people who operate in
Oh,
that
yeah,
way. Like,
in that way.
You must always be feeling like some shit's about to go down.
Yeah.
That's really tough.
Mhm. Number 7, you guys, the last one, reluctance to open up. Trust issues can make it difficult for someone to open up. If things happen in the relationship and who I am isn't fully welcome or mirrored back to me, of course we start to contract. You may feel that who you are won't be accepted or valued, even if there has been no reason for you to feel that way with a particular person. But you know, sometimes people give you vibes. Again, maybe that's my head, maybe that's my trust issues, but like I swear people give me vibes like, she's being nice to me, but I can feel that she don't really like me. You just know when people like you and when they don't. And sometimes, but again, that could be my trust issues.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, I feel like it's speaking to me. If you guys can relate to this, please let me know. I'm not alone.
Yeah, I think that's where discernment is like so important, because we can have these ideas, and especially if there's people that you meet in your life who have traits like someone else who hurt you, you're just kind of like your guard's already up, and it's like, I'm not really sure about you yet.
Oh no, baby.
I'm a wait. And shout out to Nick who's joining us. She said, "Oof, them red flags." And Nick, I love Nick's, Instagram, because
I love her vibe.
She's great.
She's fucking real.
And she's a Capricorn.
And I met her in person.
And she always puts like Capricorn memes and stuff.
I've never learned so much about a Capricorn until I started following Nick. Nick will tell me everything I need to know about a Capricorn.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, makes sense.
I literally send a meme to my super close off Cappy yesterday, where it was like kind of like, what's wrong with you? And it's like one side, all of the things I'm thinking in my brain, and it's like super tiny font and it's filled up, and then what they say is like, oh no, I'm cool, like I'm good.
Yeah.
And they were like, facts, like laughing my ass off. I'm all, but why though? Or that one meme that it's like a can of I don't know, just like a just a can of some shit, like food, right? And then it's like Capricorns when they open up and they open the lid and there's another lid underneath.
Yeah.
But why though?
Nick, why you like this, Nick?
No, not Nick, but the Cappy men.
She's a Cap?
The Cappy men.
Oh, the men. Sure. Okay, well, that's different. Yeah, I don't know.
She also said, I also think trust issues can come from not feeling safe at a young age.
Yeah.
Therefore, it's hard to let our guard down and let people in. And she said, Cap gang AN. Yeah.
No, yeah, we were talking about that as far as things that you've experienced through life that have brought you to have these trust issues. And it's not healthy to have it, because even if you are in a relationship or you're not, you feel alone. And I really was in my head, like within these last 2 weeks, I was putting scenarios in my head. I'm like, this person doesn't like me, but and I'm creating I'm talking to myself like, but why? Like I've been super nice to them, super respectful, supportive. Why do they not like me?
Right.
What am I giving off? Because I always do that. I do self-reflect. I'm not a person that points a finger at anybody. I always do a self-reflection. Like, what is it? Where in this process of our relationship what did I do? So I start playing back scenarios of what I did that possibly are making the person feel the way that I think they feel. Yeah. Because that necessarily doesn't mean that they feel or think that.
Absolutely.
It's just what I think that they, you know what I'm saying? Like I'd be like, Laura's mad at me right now. Yeah. She's moody, she's short. I'm creating these scenarios and not knowing you could just
short.
No, you're being short with me.
Yeah.
But you could just be going through your own stuff and you haven't told me or whatever, but but I create these scenarios. I was like,
oh yeah, we all do it.
And so, but that has a lot to do with it. And then just my friendship breakup. And I'm just like, I still feel like I'm still getting over that. So when new people are coming into my life, I'm like, whoa, wait a minute.
Guarded.
I'm super guarded. I don't let no. And that's Nick. She's one of the few people that I just started kind of talking to and letting her know, like, we have a group chat. She let in like 3 new people. I'm like, what's going on here? Who are these people?
Stranger danger.
Stranger danger. Do we trust them? Are they like, and some of them haven't even talked in the group chat. I was about to hit her up like, can we go over their interview process? Like,
they be spying.
Are they just here to spy or what's going on? Because now I feel like I can't really share everything, so that's again, my trust issues. Like, I don't even know these people and I'm behaving this way. So I'm like, I'm taking that all blame. Like, that's just me. But I feel like that's some growth, y'all. So don't always put it on everybody somebody else. We always have to reflect on ourselves too.
Yep.
Even in a fight, an argument, or something that even if you were right, always reflect on how you could have handled it better. How did it get there? How did it you know your mind? How did your anger? How did everything get there?
Yeah.
We have to start taking responsibility for that. And I feel like me thinking like that is definitely growth and healing
Absolutely.
and wanting to be a better person in this
Yeah.
society. But yeah.
Absolutely. I
What are
agree
going on in the
with you.
comments?
Oh, we got shoot me the link to the list, says Twill. Sakani says I need to unblock the goods. Twill says bingo, that's related to the overly secretive one. And he said we're scared. What? We're scared.
I'm so confused. Are you
And
guys
then-
having your own conversation over here?
And I overshare. And then Nick
By say Connie says overshares. They overshare.
yeah, and then Nick says, I think everyone should see a therapist. That's just me.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing.
Not
I mean,
at all.
it depends on if you say you need a therapist. If you ever say it like that, that's not okay.
Check yourself.
Yeah, check yourself for saying it like that.
Mhm.
But I think even if life is good, if you're happy, you're like chilling, it's still okay to go see a therapist. I really think like everybody should have a therapist, somebody that they can talk to, and
I agree. And Nick says that this is why working through childhood traumas are important.
tell
I
him, Nick.
agree. And
Tell him, Nick.
again, in the courses that I'm taking too, we talk about that. Like our lifestyle habits are also like generational patterns that have been passed on to us. So even though we don't realize it, like we're doing, again, going back to even the iceberg that you said,
Yeah.
all the things that happen subconsciously are things that have been passed down to us. And
Yep.
that's why I love the place where we're at right now, where we are talking about generational grief, generational trauma, and healing these things so that we can live differently and pave the way for a new paradigm. Because listen, this affects your pleasure, y'all. This affects your orgasm,
Hello.
your ability to connect with yourself, connect with individuals. So see a
You
therapist,
heard
talk
it
to your
here.
friends,
From the I always forget your title, somatic
sexologist.
sexologist.
Yes.
I got somatic right. Okay.
Yeah, you
we got
did.
that.
Yay.
She took some courses, y'all. She know what she's talking about. So that pretty much wraps up today's topic, the chisme, you guys. The topic of trust issues. And I really want to talk about this more for myself. I'm like,
Mhm.
why am I having trust issues? Why don't I not trust anybody? I like, you could ask Nick. Nick is in a group chat, and I'm like, who are these people? Can we trust them? Like, and
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna let a little bit out, and I'm gonna see, but again, that's also, I've been done shady. Like, people have fucked me over. I've shared information to them, and I'm like, please don't tell anybody, and here we go, and they told everybody. But again, we cannot control what other people do, but we can control how we
That
react
part.
and what we move forward. I'm gonna try to find that video and post it on Ladies Night, because I was like, it really hit home to me. But yeah, like, I don't want to live like this. I don't want to live where I don't trust anybody, because I genuinely, like Jaime was saying earlier, when you feel alone, it does ignite your depression and anxiety, and then everybody's out to get you. And it's like, no, they're not. Get out of your head. Like, so I was catching myself these last 2 weeks of just not trusting anybody, nobody in my circle. And that was not okay, and it's a lonely place.
Yeah,
It's
it
a
is.
very lonely place to have those type of thoughts. So
Jaime wants to just verify and said, was that 7? Question. Did we
yeah,
go
that
through
was 7.
Okay.
That was 7, boo, for sure. I'll go over it if you want me to.
Nick said she really is, but she can trust them. They're just like her, laughing my ass off. They like, can we trust these
Can we trust
people?
her?
It's like we can't go on together with suspicious minds.
Right. But I will say this, everybody has different personalities, and you're just going to get along with other people. I'm going to use my parents as an example. I love both of my parents. I just can talk or communicate better with my mom.
Right.
I love my dad, and my dad, the way he communicates is different. So we don't communicate well. And that's just an example. That doesn't mean I hate my dad or I can't trust him. I'm still going to tell him stuff, but it's just, I communicate better with my mom. So it's just like, you're not going to always communicate well with everybody you come across.
Exactly.
And that's okay. I don't hate nobody. I don't have no hate towards nobody. I wish everybody the best. Even people that I've no longer are in my life, like that friendship breakup with that person.
Mhm.
I don't wish her bad. I wish her well. I hope that she's doing well and succeeding in everything she's doing. I
Yeah.
just don't think that she belongs in my life anymore. You know what I mean? And that's okay. You can move on from other people.
Absolutely.
So these people that are in like the group chat, whatever, like they could be cool. Maybe we'll mesh well, maybe we won't. But I won't know because again, they're not saying nothing. I don't know. And it's all online. Like it's hard to get to know people online.
And text
I-
is so
I-
hard to read.
I've
Sometimes.
learned that I'm because I'm so quiet and observant online, and I'm mysterious apparently. I am easily forgotten, and then I'm also like, who is this girl? But if you meet me in person, I'm a
Easily-
dope ass
What?
person.
You
Like,
are
I'm so
not-
fun. I'm
you are
dorky.
not easily
Um,
forgotten, Jackie.
No, because online. I'm gonna use a Clubhouse as an example.
Okay.
Like when I go in these rooms, I don't be talking. Look at me, I'm talking all the time, right?
Right.
When I go in these rooms, I'm not talking. Even when I go to parties, if you invite me to kickback, I will just observe, chill. If people know me and they know that how I get down, they're like, "Oh, Jackie's here." I'm like, "Yeah, dude, let's work." But if I don't know nobody, I'm just gonna be
Jackie
chilling.
don't do no little twerk. Jackie brings it all, baby.
But that's what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
think you have to get to know me in person to see who I really am because it's hard to get to know me as a person online because I don't do much talking on there. It's hard to explain that, but yeah, you know what I mean?
I
So
feel you.
yeah, that's what it is. But I'm cool with everybody. The only person I really really dislike is that picture that we played last Wednesday. Fuck that guy. He's an asshole, you guys. I
Fuck
should
that
have
guy.
recorded him and you guys will see why he's an asshole. I invited Joe to our game to play. We didn't tell her nothing about this guy. And she was like, "Jackie, who is this guy? He's a fucking asshole." I was like, "Yeah, girl. He's the one that took
That
me
took you
out
Yeah.
at home plate. Like he took me out. He fucking slid into me, hurt my back. I was out for a season. Yeah, that guy, I don't even hate him. I dislike him."
Y'all need to write a letter to your commish.
I know. We're taking a lot of time. Let's move along.
We
We
are.
gotta go into the next topic. Oh,
And we
go
got
ahead.
Some more comments.
Yeah. Let's go into that.
Oh. I agree. We all need one. A therapist, says Sakani. She says,
AE says it's so hard to find a good therapist, but keeps looking.
keep looking. Yes.
Keep looking, baby.
Oh, AE says it's gonna be okay, Queen.
Oh,
Sakani said, "Who hurt you, Jax?" With a sad face. And Brian Gonzalez says,
That's the homie from the sixth
"Yay,
grade.
is the best time."
See, I got references, y'all. I'm a dope ass person. I just think you have to meet me in person because online I'm very quiet and mysterious, apparently. But in person, I'm dope as well. Look, I've known this guy since sixth grade.
He's fucking coming through from middle school. That says a lot.
Yeah, he's the homie. I don't
The-
see him anymore. I miss you, Brian.
What up,
PG.
homie?
We gotta go to the next because we are so over time, but let's
We
go
are
ahead and move along.
So overtime.
Goddess
I could speed it
Loaded.
up.
What's good, girl? If you guys don't know, if you're just tuning into Ladies Night for the first time, this is Ride the Vibe with Goddess Loaded, and she's gonna let you know a little bit about what card she pulled today.
Archetype deck, baby. The cave, the dark, the portal, the interior. I know where my mind went when I read that. And if y'all know me, you know where my mind went. So let's get it to the back door.
Yes. Ooh.
Okay, so it says, those who are fortunate enough to find and enter the cave are forever changed. Yes, very true. It is a place of potent power, acting both as a portal to another realm and a space for sacred ritual and initiation. The cave is a place to return for meaningful retreat where one can see the true self in the darkness. In esoteric teachings, the cave is known to reside in the center of the heart. Within its walls, the whispers of compassion and self-understanding can be heard. Yet because of its mystery and power, many of us fear the cave and never try to find it. We busy ourselves in the bright lights of the city, while the cavernous and dimly lit chamber calls out to us in the night. Where is your cave? You already know. Return to it and tend the fire. Slowly and steadily, crystals of enormous magnitude grow within the dark confines of the cave. Let the cave teach you patience.
I
Our
love
cave is our sacred center within. I invite you this weekend to find your cave, pitch a tent, start a fire, get to know yourself. If you need some pleasure tools to support you, hit me up on my IG at Lotus Hustle.
Yes, baby. Make sure y'all check her out. She got some great products. But even when we get all hyped up, here comes Loaded to bring us back and center us. This is why I love her. She centers us when we need it. I'm like, crazy. And then it's like, bring it back. Bring it back.
Explore the back door. Oh my God, that's a t-shirt.
That's a t-shirt. Write it
Where's
down.
the intern? Write it down.
Intern, write it down. Explore the back door.
God damn, that was good. I'm going to write it down.
Sexual frequency, baby.
Okay.
Catch her every Wednesday at 9 o'clock.
Yes, thank you for the plug.
Got you.
AE says, do y'all remember me? Aiden from Moline, alumni.
What?
I mean-
Not our old students listening to us. You guys, me and Lola used to work at middle school / high school.
Yes,
We were partners in crime. We did all the fun shit like prom, homecoming, field
all the
trips.
fun shit.
So everybody loved us. All the kids did at least.
Aiden, of course we remember you.
Hey.
We hope that you're doing good. Share us with all your friends that are over 18.
Yeah, over 18, baby.
Over 18?
We even had a song, Chocolate
We
Money.
had a lot
What
of
was the Chocolate
songs.
Money song?
The Chocolate Money was Rihanna. It was like, pay me what you owe
Oh,
me.
me.
Don't act
Like
like
you
you
don't.
forgot.
Because they had to sell chocolates to
Yeah, they
do
did.
these field trips, to these events. And we would always remind our students. But we try to be fun. And Lodi was really good at that, like creating like tunes and shit.
Drake lyric. We would
Drake-
change up Drake.
That was
lyrics,
all Lodi.
Rihanna
But I would go
lyrics.
along with that. I would be like, pay me what you owe me. To
Pay
make it
that world's finest.
pay that money, world's finest. Hey, but we went on a lot of shit. We had a lot of fun. It was good times.
AE says, bro, I love y'all. I've become a dedicated subscriber. You actually are a dedicated subscriber. We love and appreciate you for joining us.
Hey! Woo! Who would have thought, right? They are the crazy ladies in the front office, and now you're like listening to their podcast radio
Okay,
show.
I remember when you left, Jackie, and I used to listen to your show with Keith in my office, and kids would come and be like, Miss, what are you listening to? I was like, oh, Miss Jackie's show. They're like, oh, put it on speaker. And I was like, nope, absolutely not. I am not getting fired.
She is crazy. This is our rated
Nope,
R.
we're not gonna do that on Tuesday at 10
No, not at all. Now it's like, come on, everybody, all my Olean
Yes,
students, come on.
Aiden, share us with all your friends. Subscribe
Yes.
to Lotus Hustle Live, Ladies Night, the Good News Radio Network, TGN Latinx, all the channels, baby.
All of them, you guys. Because we're over time, and next up we got Happy Hour, Happy Marriage. We're gonna go ahead and skip game
We
time.
wrapping it up.
Yeah, I mean, I think you guys know a lot about us from Never Have I Ever.
Yes.
21 questions,
They
truth
know
or
a lot
shot.
about us, yeah.
We've answered a lot, so you guys don't want to play that anyways.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go ahead and skip to our next segment, which is also one of my favorite because this also helps to remind us that no matter what's going on in our life, you have to be grateful and happy and celebrate those good things that are going on in your
Yes.
life. Even no matter if you're having the shittiest week, shittiest day, celebrate at least that one thing that you just made you happy or
Mm.
brought some joy to your life, even if it was like a free Starbucks. You go ahead and celebrate that. So our next
Absolutely.
segment is Cheers and What's Giving Me Life. I drank to that. Yeah. All right, this is where you share something you're proud of, you give yourself some love, or what's giving you life. Lore.
Oh, giving me life is speaking of former students. Shout out to Edgar Jimenez. He works for the Boyle Heights Arts Conservatory.
Yeah.
He had an event this week on Monday, and it was a resource fair for trans and queer individuals.
I love him.
He asked me to be a vendor as a queer woman. Bring your candles, bring your tools. It was a successful event. He had an artist perform. He had a lot of different organizations that are out there to support queer and trans individuals.
I love that.
And I just want to say that he is giving me life, all the things that he's doing to advocate for his community.
I
So
know.
I love you. You're giving me life. Keep doing what you're doing, boo.
I love that. I also saw that too, and I had to repost it. He's so creative with his videos. I was, this is so cute. I gotta repost it too. But I'm so proud of him. He's creating a community for people who need it. You know that there's not too many communities out there, and so I love it. I love it. So I'm gonna keep
Yes.
always sharing his stuff.
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and just give a cheers to my office mates.
Oh, yes.
Keith and Michael. It was our first second week actually. It's our we've completed our first 2 weeks of working together in the office, and it went well. things are coming, y'all. I'm creating holiday merch for the Good News Radio.
What?
And so many great things are happening that you guys will be finding out within the next 2 weeks, and you're gonna see. I'm so happy, y'all. And then Michael bought me a candle. How can you
I
not
saw
like that? How can you not
I
like
love that? Except he didn't buy the candle from me
No.
for you, but
No,
still.
he was going to Target. It's what happened was
That's all good.
I ate lunch in our office and I ate something. It was a sandwich. No, our office was okay.
Okay.
We agree. We all
It's like
agreed.
not tuna.
No, you know what? It was a chicken sandwich, but then it had onions, and the onions left the smell. So he was already going to Target. So he also bought a candle. He bought like two or three candles, but one of them was for me.
I love that.
I know.
I love seeing you guys all in the office. It makes me want to go and
You guys gotta come visit us.
Yeah,
We got
I'm
an
definitely
office. The
gonna
Good News has an
come and visit,
office.
yeah.
You guys.
I'm all not everybody on the community good news phone. I'm all, are y'all cleaning that?
I know.
Regine?
I saw that. I was like, oh yeah. You reminded me. I gotta wipe that down. I gotta wipe it down. But thank you guys for everybody tuning in. Thank you, AE, for being a
Yes.
dedicated subscriber. We appreciate you. And everybody else that joined us today. Sekani, Mr. Twill, Brian. We
Priestess,
appreciate
Hyman,
y'all.
Nick.
Yes.
We love y'all.
Everybody. Where is the chat? Over here. Oh, here it goes. Yes, Nick. Oh, here it goes. Nick says that they like, can we trust these people? Oh yeah, see, they're just like me too. Sometimes people don't mesh well, and that's okay.
Mhm.
I'm quiet. Jaime says you need to hit the middle. Oh, don't worry, Jaime. Yes.
Let's hit the middle.
Scotty did that for me a
Work
few
the
times.
middle,
Work the middle.
till it
Hurts
hurts
the
a
middle.
little.
Woo. So hitting up the middle is actually kind of like
Oh, for softball.
yeah, because
Mhm.
it's a pitcher and the pitcher's an asshole. So when you hit up the middle, it's like you're letting them know, like, shut your mouth because the next one's gonna hit you. Bitch. Yeah, Scotty was doing that for me. Actually, Joe, I think, even did it, or yeah, it was a lot of people that were doing it. So
That's
We
we
just-
fun.
that
I wish
team's
I
an
could
asshole.
go and like fucking cheer your team on.
yeah, come through anytime, boo. Anytime. But that's pretty much it, you guys. Our show has come to a wrap. I know.
We went over, but it was great. It was a fucking great topic today.
I know. It was so great. And I learned so much from my own show.
I'd like to thank myself.
I'd like to thank
for
myself
coming up with the topics.
and to acknowledge
that.
that maybe I do have some trust issues.
Step one, baby.
Step one. But that's it, you guys. Thank you for tuning in every Friday night with your girls, Mysterious Jackson, Goddess Lore.
Hey.
And we are here enjoying a ladies' night with y'all. But I'm your host, Mysterious Jax. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's episode. Please share us with your friends and your family. Just send them an episode. Just send in their text message. They'll open it. They're like, "What's this?" And you're like, "It's your new favorite show, baby."
Yeah, I love that.
I'm your host, Mysterious Jackson's Ladies Night Radio Show, and this is my girl, Goddess Lore. Just remember one thing, ladies: you are enough. You're enough too, babies. All of you in
Yes.
here. Look at the kissies. Love
Aw.
it. Don't forget
Okay, who's the late show?
to share the article. I will share that article with you, Lou.
Hey,
For sure, I got you. All right, you guys. It's been great. Love y'all. Have a good one. Of course, I got to end it.
Explore the back door.
Explore the back door. And you know I got to end it with some Bad Bunny. Love y'all.
Sexiest man alive. Un culo bien grande. Hey.
Demasiado grande y ya lo tengo estudiado. Ya mismo me gradúo y en la cara me lo tatúo. Vi que viste mi story y subiste una.
I can't play too much because then they're gonna
Sexiest.
block us on here on YouTube.
Sexiest
YouTube, don't
man
block
alive.
me. I know. Don't block me, YouTube.
Mm-mm.
That was so much fun, you guys. And of course, YouTube, you guys get an extra special in there. What's
Hey,
up?
you
You guys have any questions for us? Because our live show went so well, I'm gonna be planning another one soon. Did you know that?
I'm excited. I didn't know that, but I'm juiced. I'm down for it.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
be planning another one soon for us. So just know that. And that's it. What you got going on
love
this
it.
weekend?
My kids.
My kids.
So I don't know. I'm gonna go to Costco and probably do homework. Nothing fun planned, to be honest. But I'm sure we'll come up with something.
yeah.
I really want to see the Eternals,
What is that?
the latest Marvel movie that came out.
I'm so behind on
Bunchy,
Marvel movies and
bunchy,
shit.
bunchy. I
It's
know, me
crazy.
too. I'm still behind, but
I'm watching Insecure. Are you watching Insecure?
fuck yes.
And I haven't watched the last episode, so I couldn't tune into Never Not
Oh,
Extra
my word.
because
Just-
I was like, I don't want to know what happens. But yeah,
it was one of the roughest episodes.
Oh God,
One
don't
of-
tell me that.
Prepare yourself. It was probably one of the roughest episodes of Insecure.
Crazy. What are some of your favorite shows, you guys? Mr. Twill says I'll pull up to that show.
We know
I know
Trill
you
pull
will.
up, baby.
I know you will. Maybe we'll have him do something out there. Give somebody a lap dance.
I mean, he broke my back at the last show.
he broke your
He
back.
broke my back.
How did he break your
did. He
back?
said, "Tell all your friends."
No, got you.
Yeah. Catch Up had me all anxious. Yeah.
Insecure had, yeah. I need to watch that. and
It
catch
was.
up.
It was a thing.
All right, you guys. We got to get out of here. We love y'all for sure. Lake Show BG says, Jay, I'm going to need a text reply. Thanks. My phone is being used for this camera. So once I get this camera down, I got you, boo.
I love how people think that, like, and not maybe they don't, but I'm just saying, some people text during the show or when you're doing a live show, giving you, feedback, and it's like, bruh. I'm not gonna be texting while I'm live, bro. I'm not looking at my phone, dog.
I'm using my phone for a camera, so it
Exactly.
is hard for me to text. But I got you, boo. I got you for sure, definitely. But I
She
miss
gonna text
you.
back.
Let's go to brunch with the familia or something. Yeah, I know this guy since 6th grade, man.
That's dope.
I know.
That's really dope.
Him and his twin Billy and Brian, my favorite twins. Well, not my favorite anymore because now Billy's twins are my favorite. They're so cute.
Oh, so cute.
He had twins. His brother had twins. It's so funny.
That's sweet.
All right, you guys. It's been fun. I love you guys. Until next
Adios.
time, tune in next Friday. Okay,
Yes.
same time, same place, and download the app and subscribe
We're
to our
here,
YouTube
baby.
channel,
We're
TGM
here.
Latinx. We will see you. Love you guys.
Bye.